Hey guys, welcome back. And I kind of want to catch up on this whole Bud Light thing. I feel like there's been a lot that we haven't talked about. There's a lot of things that have developed. And, you know, to be honest, I kind of lost interest in the entire story just because it was, you know, just kind of repetitive. It was just more and more the same thing over and over and over. So I like to check in every once in a while on this story because it seems that this just won't stop. Like, you know, you think that people will get kind of bored and tired of it, but it just keeps going. It's kind of crazy. So what we have here is just a little bit of a catch-up in case you haven't been paying too much attention to what's going on. Dylan Mulvaney is back in the U.S. after taking off for Peru, apparently, for safety concerns. What safety concerns? I am not entirely sure, because a lot of times people claim, oh, I was in danger because of threats and ominous messages from trolls online, but then they don't show any proof of it. Now, I'm not saying in this situation that Dylan didn't get any threats. All I'm saying is it's a convenient way of kind of like, oh, I'm going to take my money from all my endorsements and go visit Peru and claim victimhood status once again. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm going to be a little skeptical. So we've seen this on top of Bud Light sales tanking 23% over July 4th. The whole July 4th weekend was a disaster for Bud Light. Like, this was supposed to be their Super Bowl, no joke. I'm sure they sell a lot of beer at the Super Bowl too, don't get me wrong. But the month of July, with the holiday and barbecues and people traveling and getting together and having, you know, big parties and all this stuff and festivals and concerts and all these things that people typically sell and serve Bud Light at, it's just a bad time for them to be getting in the middle of like all this gender politics crap. And don't get me wrong, that's exactly what they did. I just didn't expect it to have this big of a backlash, which is crazy. So we've seen things like Costco clearancing out Bud Light from their shelves. And again, to be fair, this is not one of these situations where they've been like, oh, well, we're going to take a stand against this evil company. Costco, I love Costco. Anybody who knows me, either online or in person, knows that my family, me personally, we spend too much time at Costco. But if you have a membership, it's fantastic. You can get things a lot cheaper if you buy in bulk, and their electronics are amazing, and there's always a good deal, especially Black Friday. So Costco's a fantastic company. Well, they pulled Bud Light because they weren't making any money on it. And to be fair, Costco sells things at practically at a loss. They make all their money off their membership fees. But when you know things are bad when Costco officially clearances off an item and never to bring it back, or at least to take a long hiatus from it. So there's that. Now you have calls from former executives saying that the current CEO has failed Bud Light, they failed to right the ship, and now he must step down for somebody else to take over and fix things, which is a terrible, terrible situation for the current CEO, because honestly, it's like, once you have people that have been on a corporate board situation where they've been in that boardroom and they've seen how things run, and they know the pressure that's on these people, they've been there, they've been part of that. For them to actually come out and say, oh yeah, that person's failed, it's time for him to throw in the towel, that is a very bad sign. So that kind of catches us up to where we are today. I know there's probably a few things I missed here and there. Charles Barkley, somebody who's generally kind of funny to listen to. He's entertaining. I don't think he necessarily gets too political. He's stayed very neutral politically, which is cool. Very much a centrist, which is fine. But now he's gone and done it. He's stepped in it. He decided to call everybody boycotting Bud Light rednecks and assholes. And I'm not kidding. It's literally what he said. If I can find a video of it. Oh, we got one right here. I was gonna read it to you guys, but I guess we'll just listen to it. So hang on.
Take this. I want y'all to drink this fucking beer. I want y'all to drink this fucking beer. I got 3 cases of Bud Light. And I want to say this. If you're gay, bless you. If you're transgender, bless you. And if you have a problem with that, fuck you.
So, I mean, there we have it. I'm sorry if it was a little loud. It was kind of hard to anticipate how loud it would be. But yeah, basically, I mean, that's where we're at. We even have people like Charles Barkley now coming out and saying basically, hey, if you got a problem with all this, you're just an asshole, and you know, you can go fuck yourself, basically, which is fantastic. I mean, I love rich elite athletes who get paid to sit in basically shoot the shit on a panel an hour a day. Hell, I don't even know if Charles Barkley's on, what was it, TNT that he was on? I don't even know if he's on there anymore. I don't watch basketball. But yeah, he's like, hey, y'all can't cancel me. I ain't worried about getting canceled. If y'all fire me and give me all that money, I'm going to be playing golf every fucking day, Barkley added. Well, good for him. I'm glad that he has that luxury. Most people in America these days don't have that luxury. We either have to shut up and go with the crowd, or we get canceled or possibly even fired from our jobs for having a negative opinion. So, way to go, Charles. Way to look like another elitist twit that just isn't connected to the real world and understanding why people have an issue with the things that they have issues with. But let me know what you guys think down below. Are you on board with Charles, or are you sticking with the boycott? Either way, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.